Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes, or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there. Oh, well, it's that time again, kids. She's a little bit salty.
It's a whole lot of petty. And together, we're the Salty and Petty Podcast.
Duh. And this time, yes, we threatened you. Now the time is here. We're going to talk about him. That's right. Him, he, him. Donald J. Trump himself. Alright, so. I'm surprised, Noel, you failed me with no feedback. I thought...
Well, we don't even have to do this. Let's change the subject then.
You can if you want.
I'm kidding. There's so much to say, but like, so little to say.
Small like a mushroom?
He wishes there was a mushroom. Don't you besmirch mushrooms.
Nothing will ever be as good.
Nothing will ever be as good as Mephisto's mushrooms.
Alright, so yes. So where should
we start?
Should we start his, I don't know, businessman, celebrity, God help us, politician?
Celebrity is a strong word.
Porn star.
Public figure.
Porn star humper. Where would you like to begin?
Porn star, no, what was it? Somebody said something. It was really funny. I am still actually in shock that he was our president.
Me too. I'm sure he was too.
The whole, well, I blame Trump. I hate Trump only because he ruined my favorite, almost it was going to be my favorite season of South Park, and they just had to ruin it by winning.
I mean, I've heard.
I really feel like South Park nailed the whole thing, dude.
Kinda, yeah.
He's doing it for publicity. He's running the, he's running the grift. He's making all the money from campaign trip contributions, and it just goes to his head. And next thing you know, I mean, Hillary was the worst person to put up against him.
Yeah, I mean,
just a mess.
I know.
I think we should let's take it back to the beginning. Let's talk about fun times. Let's talk about fun times with Donald Trump, right? So, like The Apprentice, right? That was a great show. 2004 to 2015, it ran. Celebrity Apprentice was the best version of that. I will not be taking any questions. If you disagree, you're wrong.
Well, that's the thing. Like, when he stuck to being the host of The Apprentice, or like, Howard Stern always says, like, he was the greatest guest when he was like judging wet, who
wet t-shirt contest.
Exactly. Yeah.
He owned Miss Universe, like wild stuff. Sex trafficking. You can't. Friends with Jeffrey Epstein. It's all a sham, and it all comes back to sex trafficking.
Well, I never look at any beauty pageant with a without a slit. Without a. I was looking at the corner.
It started because women didn't have too many options to actually make money for college. If you know the history of beauty pageant, don't be a fucking misogynist, Phil.
So back in the day, they were the army for women. Okay.
Basically.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You know that if you ever watch one. But yeah, the whole Miss Universe thing, and I'm like, that's pretty presumptuous. That's worse than the NFL and the NBA being like, we're world champions and we only play each other. Like, the universe? The universe. I've never seen a Miss Pluto or Miss Neptune.
I know. Come on. You don't think someone with 3 boobs would win? Come on.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the Trump I know. That's the Trump I like. That the Trump in Home Alone. That's the Trump that I know and love. Why would you ever want to run for president when you're a quote? This is how I knew he wasn't really a billionaire. No billionaire actually wants to run for president and do stuff and have people tell them what to do, because guess what, people? The president's actually a puppet, and I feel like he didn't actually know that till he got there, and that's why he tried to overthrow the government and become a fascist dictator.
Yeah, he probably thought they were trying to hold him back for some reason. I wonder why, but still, they're probably just like trying to explain to him, no, this is how this works,
Yeah.
Although, I don't know, it shattered some of my preconceptions, because I thought if any president, I mean, not even him, if any president got out of line, like, the real government would be like, you know what, shut up or we'll kill you. And he doesn't seem to be doing that, so.
Well, he's not spilled. Well, sure, he's mishandled some documents and he's going to be going to court about that, but he hasn't spilled anything. Like,
I guess, but I thought if you caused enough trouble.
Well, actually, he kind of has, probably to Putin, but that's not here nor there. I mean, it's not provable. We don't have that proof yet, but.
Not even just secrets. I thought if you rocked the boat too much, you know, the secret government would be like, oh, no.
Listen, like I tell you, Kennedy wasn't killed by the CIA. He was killed by the mob.
And
now, if Donald Trump owed the mob some money,
what's
some satisfaction?
What's the difference?
Well, the mob of that time was way more organized.
Oh, true. Probably more humane too. Yeah.
Debatable. More democratized, probably.
But again, if you're for anybody, I wouldn't get into politics. It's like they're gonna scrutinize you and like try to dig up the little bit of dirt. You know, even if it's like decades ago, they're gonna find something on you.
And there was plenty to find on Donald Trump. Nobody cared. That's the crazy thing. Like America's just been a mess for so long since Reagan. It all goes back to Ronald Reagan. To quote the Boondocks, Ronald Reagan was the devil, was the Antichrist.
I know, but
may he rot in pieces.
I just thought, you know, I mean, he said stuff about veterans. I mean, he made fun of that disabled reporter. Grab him by the superior puss. I thought that would have nailed him for sure.
No, America doesn't care about women. Are you fucking crazy?
Oh, I thought women would have cared about women, but my bad.
Most of the white women voted for Trump, so apparently that didn't bother them either. So,
I know,
and that's the statistics. That's not me being an asshole. That's just statistics.
I know.
So, like, it was like literally he could do, like, I feel like he was doing all these things to not be president, and people just double down on it. Like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's have, you know, it's worse than the let's have a beer with George Bush sentiment. I'm like, I don't want my president drinking, let alone doing coke and killing people in an accident in college. Like, what the hell?
Everyone loves cocaine.
AKA, no, I don't want any Kennedys to be president.
Whoa. Just took yourself offline.
They took me offline. I've said too much. I gotta go, Phil. I gotta go back to the bunker. Oh, if you're watching on YouTube, I have a quote from Donald J. Trump from one of his books. Which book was it, actually? Oh, I'm pretty sure it's probably Art of the Deal. This has to be Art of the Deal. I know words. I have the best words. And that just sums up Trump to me. Like, there it is. That's it. That's all. Great buildings. Probably, apparently not worth what he said they were, but great buildings.
They probably look pretty, but I think...
I've stayed at the Trump in Chicago, not the one in New York. The one in Chicago is superior. I'm just going to be real with you.
I think the work done is superb. It's just that, does he ever pay for it?
The golf courses are great.
Does he ever pay for it?
To paraphrase someone from about Taylor's, beautiful gowns. Not much else but beautiful gowns.
Isn't his wife buried on, or one of his ex-wives buried on one of those golf courses?
Yeah, allegedly. I don't even know if that's true, to be honest. Nobody knows. Like, I don't know what's real and what's not real with Donald Trump anymore. Like I said, sometimes I feel like 2016 and 2020 was a fucking fever dream, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I'm stuck in a simulation, and when I wake up, it's just going to be 1999, and I'm still going to be in high school, and I'm like, thank God.
Oh, I'm
like, please, Lord.
Oh, I'm always like, did that collider go off? Did we get knocked into, like, the dark universe or something?
We got knocked into the darkest timeline. But that again, that goes back to Reagan. This time I won't blame Nixon, I'll blame Reagan.
We're thinking about building the wall as a solar wall.
Oh, God. I just don't know how he got away with it all. I don't. Every day he would just say something. I would just be flabbergasted. Like, can we get him a mental fitness test? Or, same thing about Biden. Like, the guy is 77. Why the hell are you running for president?
Wrong.
Like, bro, you were born in 1947. You have no business running the country. I'm sorry.
Are you an agitator?
I am.
Are you a CNN?
ages, but like I'm tired of it. I feel like there should be a limit.
Well, yeah,
You need to be 35 to 65. If you're over 65, you can't fucking run.
I love how like they paint Biden as the old guy, which he is, but I'm just like, Trump ain't that much younger.
Yeah, by like what, 2 years?
2-3 years. Yeah, it's
all elderly being spoon fed fucking mushy peas. You know, like come on.
You are fake news.
He is nothing but fake news. Like, it's just like every single scandal. Oh, he lied. Fraud, liar, molester.
Your voice is very weak.
It just gets worse and worse the more you dig into it. Like, he's out here molesting that one lady, that Vice columnist, E. Jean Carroll or whatever.
Oh, he's molested.
Decade. I'm like, what the hell?
He's molested a few people in his time.
Yeah, like, I mean, at least it was consensual with Stormy Daniels. Like, at least it was, you know.
That's why I understand how he's fooled like all these like conservatives into thinking he's like some, you know, it's like, okay, he's on his...
Well, conservatives are terrible if you look at their track record.
I guess, but it's like he's on his... Well, like even like the general people, like church people, I'm just like, he's on his third marriage. He's cheated on every single one of them. Hell, he was cheating on... He was sleeping with Stormy Daniels while Melania was pregnant, right? With Barron?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, here's the... here's the quote.
I know words. I have the best words.
Yes. And that book, by the way, Art of the Deal, it's garbage. Bestseller. And I don't understand like why everybody is been so obsessed with Donald Trump. Like, how did he pull the wool over people's eyes for this long? Like, he never seemed like a particularly good businessman to me. I thought it was a joke. Yeah. It's kind of like when Elon Musk says, you know, oh, you know, I pulled myself up by the bootstrap. Babes, your dad, you're South African, and your dad owned a emerald mine in apartheid South Africa, and he gave you the money. And every single business that you've ever had, they've kicked you out if they could.
Hillary, is that you?
One of those things, you know. It's just like when you start digging into it, it's like, oh, that's a lie, that's fabricated, this is fake. I wouldn't even be surprised. Like, he didn't even go. Like, this is crazy. Like, most presidents, right, graduate from like the big three: Harvard, Yale, Stanford.
Yeah, what are the
odds?
Not
Trump. University, no tea, no shade. No offense to the University of Pennsylvania, but it's no Harvard. It's no Harvard. But I mean, that's not saying much. George Bush got in, we all know. And it's so fascinating that Trump even became president because basically he's only like third generation American. Like, his granddad came to America and got into some shit with Nikola Tesla, and that's why I have beef with the whole Trump family. You know.
And again, I mean, he made friends with people and knew people. I mean, Epstein.
Epstein knew everybody. Like, that in and of itself needs to be like a deep dive on Patreon.
And it's like, before he got into politics, weren't there pictures of like Trump hanging out places with like the Clintons and stuff? And...
Of course, he was a Democrat for the longest time. Which is kind of funny though, honestly, because most billionaires are Republicans because Republicans are about making corporations people, and since corporations are people, they have way more rights than you or I.
Yeah.
So that, you know.
Well, wasn't there like...
So I get that. Like, I totally get it. Even like when like people of color become like millionaires, multimillionaires, they tend to go on the conservative side too. So. Oh yeah,
I was gonna say it don't matter what color they are, if whatever.
It's like, babes, you'll never be one of them.
Yeah.
You'll never be. And this is the thing about that. He's really not like old school American money. He's not a Carnegie. He's not a Kennedy. He's not any of those things. And it's just so fascinating to watch how people kowtow to him. And I'm like, what does he have on you?
He does.
Tell me.
Again,
tell me.
Just the way all those...
What blackmail does he have on these people?
He has something big, because there are so many of those Republicans kiss his butt. I'm just like, he has something.
They are just literally
he has something big. He has something.
Asking for more.
He has something.
I don't know what's going on.
He has something big. Huge.
He has his whole family infiltrate the RNC, and they're passing these crazy laws that he can use the campaign donations to fund his freaking trial. And every time he gets a lawyer, the lawyer's a sham. The person that posted the bond is a sham. Like, ow! Like, this is like laughably bad. This is so bad that I'm having a mental breakdown. Like, I have to be in a simulation. America can't be this far gone, bro. We cannot possibly be this gone.
It's just scary because he talks to like the negative,
lowest common denominator.
That and like the negative side of a lot of people, where it's like, oh, you think this bad thing. What's okay to think this bad thing? A lot of us think this bad thing.
He says the quiet part out loud.
Yeah.
All the
He has no filter.
time.
He has no filter. Again, it's like,
when did that become acceptable? Like,
that's what I said.
Like, I understand America was like kind of on a rebound after they elected a black president. I get it, but to go this far, this far.
When did it become fashionable to be stupid? I'm like, when did it become?
Since Bush, babes.
I guess that's true.
Since GW.
And since when
that whole have a beer with the president thing, that is when it happened.
And since when did it was like, oh, doctors and scientists are lying to you and stuff? It's like,
oh, babes, that's been a thing since forever, though.
I guess, but I didn't think it was this pronounced before.
Well,
I call President Obama and Hillary Clinton the founders of ISIS.
Meanwhile, he was a Russian shill the whole damn time. If you ask me, it's just interesting. Like the whole how QAnon sprouted up because of him. Like it's just like I didn't think people could like fall for any more crazier conspiracy theories. Then QAnon shows up and it's tied to him, and I just don't understand where we went wrong.
I know. And again, it's like the more you feed the negativity, the harder it is to put it back in the box.
Yeah.
I
just feel like we're doomed.
Oh, listen to this quote.
Absolutely, I apologize for those words, but it is things that people say.
I apologize for what I say, but that's what people say.
Oh, I don't know. Like, I feel like if it was like 1990 and he was president, that wouldn't surprise me. But I knew Hillary wasn't gonna win, but like in my heart of hearts, I was like, please God, not Trump.
I don't know about even 90. It just seems like people were.
No, 1990. This would have been more like I would have been like, okay, I get it, but like 2016.
And he would.
I think it was kind of it was backlash to like that whole Me Too, that quote unquote being woke. I think that's just what a response is. Like Trump's a meme president. He's like GameStop. He's a meme.
Well, that's the other thing too. Yeah, a lot of people are just like, I'm sick of the woke, and it's like, oh, we know they had to shove a black president in our face. Oh no, so yeah, that was people. Yeah, some of the segments of the population doubling down the other way. Yeah.
And where has that gotten us? Like, honestly, we haven't had a good president in 100 years, so whatever. I mean, honestly, I'm going to be real with you. Every single president during my lifetime, I can pick their whole presidency apart, and it was absolute trash and garbage. So,
yeah, I mean,
whether it was NAFTA and globalization, we should be minding our own fucking business. My personal opinion.
I mean, again, if you go back to the beginning, I mean, there's probably only been like a handful of presidents that probably you can look at and just be like, oh, that's that was a decent guy.
And then it's like, well, the ones that I'm thinking of, they all own slaves. So at the end of the day,
I know.
it's like,
I know. Again, too. It's like, well, yeah, George Washington. They wanted to make him king, and he's like, "What are you, it's effing stupid? That's what we just fought against." No. But it's like, so.
Honestly, if I went back in time, I'd be like, "No, you're gonna be king. Just get rid of this shit, man."
I know, but then it's like, if you elect somebody
for... no.
What? Oh, boy. Oh.
I want to listen to this.
Wait.
If you're a billionaire in the 80s on Wall Street, Reagan was great, but for the average person that wasn't middle class, he was terrible.
Oh, no.
And we're suffering from the economic effects ever since. I'm sorry.
Mom, tune out, please.
Go away.
You're going to lose your...
sensitive ears said, Mom.
You're not going to love your daughter anymore. Get out of here, Mom, please.
I'm just saying, he's great for business. I won't lie, but like when you peel them back and you can trace almost everything we're going through back to those decisions, it's bad. You know what? Now that I think about it, Donald Trump is like the modern day Reagan with less charisma. Well, less articulation, actually. I'd say Ronald Reagan was a good speaker. Trump is not a good speaker, which it just fascinates me.
Well, I mean, Reagan was an actor too, so I mean, he knew how to deliver. He knew how to deliver a speech.
The monkey got top billing. Let's not get carried away here.
Yeah, but he knew how to deliver a speech.
The monkey got top billing. Let's not get carried away, Phil.
I know, but I'm just saying he knew how to deliver. Someone wrote words for him. He knew how to deliver them.
Well, that's every president. No president.
Yeah.
Speech, not even Obama. So.
Oh, I know. Yeah, that's the thing. You have to have charisma.
He didn't look sweaty. Like
no.
You know what? I think Donald Trump does write his own speeches. Actually.
Well, remember what Doc Brown said in Back to the Future. He's like, "Oh, no wonder you're president has to be an actor. I mean, yeah, because now he's on camera and he has to deliver the lines and stuff.
Well, and that goes back to Kennedy versus Nixon when he was all sweaty and shifty. But that was just Nixon. Regardless if he's on TV or not. So I'm like, yeah, no, don't listen. Poor Bernie. I'm sorry. Is she true though?
I know.
I don't get it. Like I'm just so confused.
Well, and oh god, and then it keeps coming. And what was that? The trial was today, right? Well,
there's tons of trials. Did you see that guy that set himself on fire outside when of the trial after they announced it? His manifestos. This is what I mean. He brings out the crazies.
I know. That's what I don't get. I'm just like, because people are like willing to go to whatever lengths for him, and I'm just like,
set himself up. I'm like, babe, they didn't even announce a verdict. It's just the jury.
I just don't get it because it's like people be like, oh, what, you like Biden? It's like, well, no, if Biden's up to stuff.
No, I don't want him either.
And if Biden's up to stuff, arrest him too. I don't care.
Hey, he's not my president. I didn't vote for him.
I can't think of a politician where I'm just like, oh yeah, no.
Cory Booker. Cory Booker for president. Come on, Cory, step up.
But again, if it's like if he was proven to be doing some shady stuff, wouldn't you be like,
oh yeah, that's shady? You know what? That's what it is. At the end of the day, I'm tired of having to pick the lesser of two evils. I just want somebody that's actually good.
That's been like our lifetimes, right? That's like the lesser of two evils.
Cory Booker can get it. Exactly. Finally, a president I want to.
Oh my.
Cory Booker can get it. Sorry, Obama. It's out of respect for Michelle.
Well, I was gonna say,
She's not biceps. She could kick my ass.
Well,
I'm not gonna go there.
Well, Cory Booker's younger, right? Than Obama.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, what is even a president? What does the president even do? I feel like low key, the president and the vice president actually don't do anything. They're all just figureheads, and it's a joke.
No,
it's a joke.
They're basically just it's like, oh, I had this brilliant idea. Now can Congress execute it?
Yeah. You really don't want the young people vote. And babes, those are the only people that are, you ban TikTok, you're going to get voted right on out of there.
Oh, jeez.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but I think Trump wanted to do that too, now that I think about it. But it was for like business purposes or something.
Want to do what?
He wanted to ban TikTok. I remember them talking about that when he was president. So, and I get like the national security thing. I do, but
and the TikTok
babes, we're in everybody else's business. Fair game is fair game.
I know. Now they
Facebook, anyone?
Now they want to get rid of TikTok. I'm like,
as a national security, that will shut down Facebook too. Sorry, Zuck. I'm a meta girly, but sorry. What's fair is fair.
Again, it's a country of free speech.
Facebook's more evasive than TikTok. Sorry to break it to you, kiddos.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, but his trials, he's got like 4 different trials, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He's got the Stormy Daniels one. He's got the sexual abuse case with E. Carol Jean. He's got the fraud from claiming that his buildings were worth more. And then he's got the Stormy Daniels. Wait, are there more? Am I missing?
A wet raccoon doesn't have $7 billion fucking dollars in the bank.
Where did he
Okay, so you're a wet raccoon.
Where did he say that? Where did he say that? Oh, my Lord.
Come on, that had to be AI. That could have been an actual quote.
You take a look at her, she's a slob.
Well, that's the thing. I could throw out a quote, and it's like, did he really say that, or was it AI? And I guarantee you're not going to know the difference. Because, again, it's like, oh, that's so crazy. But there's always going to be, well, he might have said that.
Oh, he owes money to the Bank of China. What? This gets worse and worse.
I wonder if it's like a lot of his money's
That's why he didn't want to show his damn taxes.
Maybe he does have the money, but maybe it's like hidden in like offshore.
I don't think it's hidden. No? I don't think he's that smart. I don't think, like, every single person that he's hired, when you start digging into them, they're all fraudsters and scammers and grifters. I think he's broke.
Well, that's the first sign. It's like when he didn't show his taxes. I'm like, every president before you was showing their taxes, right? As long as we've been doing taxes, it's like, what's the big deal? Either do it or you drop out.
Yeah.
I do not believe he's a true conservative.
Well, duh. That's the joke, that if he was going to run for president, he'd run as a Republican. Like,
oh yeah,
the joke of it all.
Well,
he's on record to say that.
I was going to say that wasn't there a interview years ago where he said, "Oh yeah, I'll do that. I'll run as a Republican because they're the dumbest ones, and get right in there.
Magically, nobody remembered that. I don't know. Like, I'm so confused.
I never attacked
like
him on
as a
his
public
look,
figure.
and
It's
believe me,
interesting.
there's plenty of subject matter right there.
It's interesting to look at him as a public figure, but like when you like talk about like his presidency and what he did and what he didn't do, it's just like, honestly, it's outside of COVID, like nothing really eventful happened for his presidency. But I feel like when COVID happened, that's when the craziest part of his presidency really like kind of took over.
And again, it's like you look at like, well, especially social media, of course, but it's like even like the media, it's like I'll see one subject and like people will be saying the completely opposite things. I'm like, well, which one's true? Because like even now, people are like,
"Sun your butthole, bud. Sun your butthole."
I know, but it's just like, oh, yeah, right now
take some horse stuff.
Right now the economy's good. The economy's bad. It's like, oh, what's going on?
Well, again, our country is a tale of two cities.
Oh yeah,
The 1%, phenomenal time during COVID. Not us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're like at like 500% inflation or something crazy like that. It went from $400 inflation to to 700, and now we're at 1,200. You know, like 12,000 actually, I think it was. Yeah, so it's like $1,000 a month or something crazy like that. Compared to before COVID is like the projected cost of everything, and it's like the prices could come down. They don't want to.
Oh no!
They'll just keep shrinking the bags and think like everybody used to tell you you're crazy. Your hands are just smaller from when you were a kid. Nope, it was shrinkflation the whole damn time.
How we were out to eat today and
more for less.
Oh my god, we went out to eat today, and I'm sorry I read Robin, but all of a sudden the salad is so much smaller. I don't know.
It's all you can eat. What do you want from them?
It's all you can eat. Yes, this is all you can eat. We tell you how much you can eat.
So yeah, I mean, like I just can't think of one good thing that came out of his presidency, but I can't think of one good thing that came out of the last Well, no, I can't say that. Clinton did some good. He was a president of convenience, though.
And does it ever even really matter? Because whatever one person does, then the next person who comes in, who's the other party, just undoes it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he got to appoint so many judges, and now it feels like, is he crazy like a fox or not? Like all these people that are going to potentially be deciding, can he actually even run for president after the insurrection? You know what I mean? Was he crazy like a fox this whole fucking time?
And again, let's take Trump out of the equation. Imagine how scary this is, people. They're basically trying to decide, can the president do whatever he wants and get away with it? Yeah. Because I think didn't somebody didn't one of the justices throw out some like completely crazy scenario like, oh well, what if he decides he wants to kill one of his rival party political party opponents?
Like, don't put that in his head.
Yeah, and I think one of his stupid lawyers was like, I guess, yeah. It's just like, really, you're saying, oh yeah, the president can murder and get away, should be able to murder and get away with it?
I mean, well, they do send drones and blow people up on their order. I'm just saying, technically presidents commit murder all the time.
I know, but they're talking, but they'll be like, oh, we're, at war or whatever. But it's like, yeah, no, they're just saying now. It's just like, oh yeah, he has an argument with somebody. Yeah, just shoot,
Well, if he's in Florida, as long as he stands his ground. Too soon? Sorry.
No, well, again, when in Florida, they accidentally walk into front of an alligator, right, love?
Let me get a ride on your alligator back, bro. Accidentally step in front of my car. What are you talking about?
Oh, well, yeah, Lil's car.
It's just so fascinating. And my favorite quote about Trump, he began his career with a small loan of $1 million from his father that allegedly he paid back with interest.
Oh, my small loan is $1 million. And again, that was what year?
Exactly. And then he's like, oh yeah, I was a millionaire by age 8. But then, he kept borrowing. I think they said he's borrowed up to $100 million from his dad, and he didn't pay those. His dad famously said he didn't pay them. And then just back in it was not too long ago. I want to say 2014, he had to borrow almost $500 million, $500 million. Are you kidding me?
And again, not just him, but most of our presidents, it's like, do you really have a firm grip on reality if you're born into that much wealth? Well,
I think he did. Just because, like I said, he he's not old money. He's not like Rockefeller Carnegie money. Those blue bloods, they are definitely fucking out of touch. Like, no doubt about it. If there's an Illuminati, they are definitely a part of it. Not the Trumps.
But I'm just saying, he didn't want for anything as a kid, though. I mean, again,
But his parents were like still, first generation, actual born in America. So it's a different perspective. And you got to remember, just because they have money, they don't want to. They're very like where he's from, where his family's from. They're very much don't spare the rod of your kid. Like, I'm pretty sure his dad beat the shit out of him. I'm pretty sure that's why he acts the way he does. Like a spoiled little brat.
Oh yeah. Because isn't there even stories like Trump like throwing rocks at animals or other kids as a child or something?
Doesn't that explain it all?
Oh yeah. Well, again, also cycles.
It has to be something wrong with you if you either want to be famous or you want to be president. Like to want to live your life under a microscope like that. That's insane.
Yeah. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Give us clicks and views. Yes.
That's like internet famous. That's different. Like actual be a movie star like Tom Cruise, Scarlett Johansson type. No.
Well, that's what I was going to say about politicians. Is that the whole thing? Is if your ego's big enough that you want to get into politics, that automatically there's something wrong with you.
No, I don't think so. Well, it depends on what kind of state. Like if you want to be a local politician, I feel like you genuinely do want to make a change. But once you get into like the Congress, or you want to be just a a congressperson, a representative, or a senator, I think you're definitely, that's not your end all be all. You definitely want to be president. That's your dream. You just don't want to say it out loud. But like if you work at the local level, that's where your vote matters and you can make a change. I'm cool with those people. Except for you, Ron DeSantis. Sit down. You sit down.
I'm always like, how? I don't know. Do you think it's any easier to run a state like, I don't know, South Dakota? You never hear stuff about like certain states.
Because there's nothing there.
Exactly. I think it's kind of easy.
But corn and badgers, bro. Like, come on.
Mouths and mouths of forest.
As corny as a field in Iowa. I love that drop. That's my new favorite drop.
I know
you haven't had a chance to cut it up yet.
I just heard the best drop ever. Who said it? I did.
Me! It was me! Yeah. Also, a sad Trump quote that I think he was right about. Anyone who thinks my story is anywhere near over is sadly mistaken. Oh, that one has 69 likes. Good job, Goodreads. Good job.
Oh, hey, our O.J. Simpson discussion on YouTube last I looked, it was at 246. So yes, please, we need like 23 more views, please. Thank you.
Yeah. Just morbid curiosity about Trump, honestly, is what it's always been. Like, as long as I've been alive, I'm pretty sure Trump has almost always been in the news for something.
Well,
whether
yeah.
His buildings, his ex-wives, his divorces, something going wrong with his building.
The Apprentice, yeah, something.
Yeah, it's just fascinating that he's just been in the public eye.
Well, that's what I'm just saying. Before, it's like he couldn't get, people were just kind of like, it was like, oh, well, he's that quirky, like millionaire celebrity guy. Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know how he got famous. I don't.
Because that's the thing.
It's so weird.
It
just happened.
That's the
Did he sell his soul?
What?
I think maybe he sold his soul to become president.
He might have. I
don't know. Like, it felt like such a long shot, but like, the more that I peel back the layers on what was going on in America, it didn't seem like a long shot. Like, I knew nobody was going to vote for Hillary. I knew that.
I blame those.
That was the worst thing.
I blame.
But I hoped and prayed. I was like, hopes and prayers.
I blame those damn gypsies who are writing The Simpsons. Ridiculous.
Oh my God! The guy that set himself on fire at Trump's trial, he has like a whole thing in his manifesto about The Simpsons.
Really?
Like how they're because almost all the writers were from Harvard, and how Harvard is like a school for criminals because Skull and Bones and all the secrets and stuff, right? Super fascinating. I love a good manifesto. I do.
Oh my god! Would that be too much, or if for certain episodes, if we just found somebody's manifesto and just broke it down over an episode?
I would love to break down the Unabomber's manifesto. Oh my god, I was so obsessed with the Unabomber case when I was a kid. This tells you everything you need to know about me. And I have seen so many documentaries and shows about the Unabomber and his manifesto and how they caught him because of the wording that he used, and this is why I know that MK Ultra is a real thing. Oh, I'm just saying, super fascinating. Manifestos are so eye-opening into the souls of the people who write them.
Oh, you don't want to know the things I've done.
And it's like, was he off his meds or did he genuinely feel this way? We'll never know. But yeah, I would love to dig into manifestos. Maybe that's something we can do.
Here's who we were waiting for.
We're talking about Trump.
Yeah, come on, Noel.
You're late on the Chuck Dixon.
No, I think you may have thoughts on Donald Trump, don't you? Don't you?
He loves Donald Trump. What are you talking about? Not the president, I'm sure, but he's fascinating because I think a lot of people find him fascinating as a celebrity / public figure.
And so Phil finally discovered his $1 million business selling Lilith Hellfire voodoo dolls.
Oh, well, doesn't work on me. Joke's on you.
Yeah, F Chuck Dixon.
Return the sender, sucker.
He says, "Yeah, F Chuck Dixon." So what are you calling Trump Chuck Dixon? I don't know. I don't know who's.
I don't know who's worse, honestly.
I don't know who should be insulted there.
I think Chuck
although, no matter how badly you hate either one, at least Chuck Dixon has a modicum of talent.
Had.
Okay.
Because his recent stuff.
He sold some units.
Burn door protocol when we get him on, though, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I still need my comic book signed, so.
I'd love the Burn door protocol and get Zeb Wells on here.
No way. He already knows about us. I already know he knows.
I don't know, man. We got Celeste twice, and she's friends with him, so I don't know.
We're not saying anything that the internet has.
No.
We're actually pretty nice, honestly.
Yeah, we're pretty much like
about somebody who's kind of.
Yeah, I mean, Zeb Wells. I mean, we're pretty much just like we don't like his rating, which again, that's just an opinion.
Yeah, it's objective.
Oh no, Dixon may as well be Trump.
Oh, that scared me.
What? I thought I'm just surprised Noel's still on the Chuck Dixon, even when he hasn't.
I feel like just Trump is a product of the environment. He saw an opportunity, he took advantage of it, and he literally let it go to his head, and that's how the insurrection happens.
Yeah,
it's wild.
I mean, I heard a theory, and it's just like, wasn't he pushing a book at the time when he ran the first time, and was it more like a publicity stunt, and then he actually won, and it's just like, what? I think
Hold on.
He was probably
sit down.
He was probably surprised as well as everyone else. Well, yeah, that too. No, he took advantage of his daddy's money. Oh, duh.
Well, yeah, I just got done saying that.
Yeah, because no politician's ever done that, no.
Yeah.
George Bush.
What's weird is that I feel like Trump doesn't have actual friends, though.
No. Yeah, people think he can do something for them, or they're afraid of him because he has dirt on him. That's it.
But how did he get the dirt? It's that time machine that his grandfather stole from Nikola Tesla. That's how.
No, again, you see all these pictures of him hanging around with people, and again, they just thought he was the millionaire, the reality star buffoon, and so they weren't afraid to like share their secrets with him. But then he ran for president.
Nobody shares secrets in Hollywood, bro. You have to get them drunk or high and videotape. Look, listen. Again,
the Epstein parties. Okay,
exactly. Only Kennedys. What do you mean, Noel?
What about
I told you, I don't even want Kennedys to be president.
What about the Bushes?
Bushes are old money, technically. They go way back.
That's what I'm saying.
You go back far enough, it's pretty incestuous in it. Technically, Laura was his... No, not Laura. Is that George W.'s wife's name? George W.,
yeah.
Yeah, Laura. Technically, she's like his third cousin or something crazy like that. Coming out of the bush? Exactly. Bud, you gotta sit.
Those damn new boyfriends gotta break him in.
Exactly. Podcasting, idiot. Anyway.
It's a dog.
I'm talking to a dog.
It's a dog or a new boyfriend. Somebody's on a leash in that room.
Either way, somebody's not getting their supper.
Oh, here we go. There we go. We got no one Trump. That fool doesn't even have $500 million to pay to the woman he's raped. He's bad with money. Well, yeah, no kidding.
Well, was he ever even a billionaire? That's the question.
Yeah. Boy, you think maybe that's the reason
That's crazy. His building isn't even worked out with the New York real estate market. That is wild to me. Do you know how crazy New York, like retail, like commercial real estate is thick? It's way worse than LA, way worse than San Francisco. And they said, nope, not even close.
Oh my. Again,
he's ruining it for the rest of us, though. That's the whole thing. Like anytime a big person like this gets caught, doing what he's like. Everybody does it, but he just really took it overboard. It's gonna trickle down to the little guy.
But that's the thing, yeah.
People aren't gonna be able to do it on the scale that
Yeah.
wasn't hurting anyone. He was actually hurting people.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I mean, he's been doing decades of shady business practices, and it's like, again, if he had oh yeah, Trump University, yeah. But it's just like, I don't know. It's had he stayed the reality star buffoon, it's like, people wouldn't have looked too closely, and he could have coasted through the rest of his life. But then he got into politics, and then they put you under a magnifying glass. So it's like, yeah, he got some more power as president, but I don't know. I think I would have rather stayed the reality star buffoon and then just lived your life without having to look over your shoulder every 2 seconds. Trump steaks, yes, no. Trump steaks. Oh, did we lose you? I can't hear you. That boyfriend pulled the cord out. Oh, she'll be back. All right. Go sit in that co-pilot seat, Noel. All right, yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing. It's like, had he not run for president, he could have, probably pulled his little tricks, and people wouldn't, as long as he didn't kill somebody, they probably weren't going to look too closely at him. And again, like Lilith and I were saying, he was hanging out with Bill and Hillary for the longest time and stuff. It's like, probably had more he ran for president. He probably pissed off half the powerful friends he had. But yeah, I just don't get it. And again, I don't get, it's like, if you say you don't like Trump, people are like, oh, what do you like Biden? Well, no, if Biden's up to crap, put him in jail too. I don't get his whole family tried to use his White House. Yeah. Oh yeah, that whole family. Yeah. His sons, his daughter, and his son-in-law. Yeah. No, yeah. That's another, I mean, again, I think Trump wants the White House to try to avoid jail, but too, I see people saying, oh, he never took a salary. Yeah, maybe not an official salary, but yeah, they were all making money out of that White House. Again, you want to tell me, oh yeah, this. Name me another president who had every family member in there, Yeah, it's ridiculous. I just don't see how, was it a fluke? I just don't see how it happened. He took. I know, Noel. I know. And that's what me and Lilith were saying. It's just like, you'll see someone say one thing and then someone says the completely opposite thing. And it's just like, now I understand how you confuse a lot of these people, because it's, again, especially social media, nobody's fact checking anything. I mean, well, some of them try, but nobody's fact checking anything. Said he wasn't going to, but he did. Yeah, I'm sure he said he's probably going to show his taxes too, and he never did. Now I'm getting nervous. I think the government or somebody took out Lilith. That dark fowl on Lilith. CIA. I don't know who she is. Oh, she's back, I think. Lilith.
They fucking got me. Boy.
I do it. Again, the man, NSA, CIA was looking for some excuse, man, on you.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh, this is the last straw.
They really want to pull the last straw on Trump, of all things? But no. Why are we talking about Jesse Ventura?
Wait, what? Oh, no, we'll just put that up. He won because what I call the Jesse Ventura factor.
Well, at least Jesse Ventura actually had some dignity and integrity when he was running.
Yeah, at least
political office.
At least he was actually trying to do stuff, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say forget Jesse Ventura. That's what the Ronald Reagan factor. I mean, wasn't that like the first time?
That's the most equivalent.
Like
I said, he's not articulate. He's not charismatic. I just don't get it. He's not attractive. He's not.
I know.
Young Donald Trump maybe could have got, if he could have kept his mouth closed, maybe. But in his old age, poor Barron. That's exactly what he's gonna look like. So he better enjoy the Melania good looks in his younger years.
And a lot taller.
It's about the only thing he's got going for him is that he's tall.
Well, that's the funniest thing. Like, I think it was today's trial because it was about the hush money and, Stormy Daniels and stuff. Because he's like, oh, I wish I could spend my, it's Melania's birthday. He's like, oh, I wish I could spend her birthday with her. I'm like, isn't that why you're in court? Because you were, like, cheating on her and then paying the porn star to shut up?
I mean, generally porn stars don't talk anyway. So that's the joke's on him.
Or is it
like that's kind of their business. Like, so, like, once a porn star ages out, they do like not public, but like private, like sessions, and they don't want anybody to know that.
I just wonder if
although Stormy Daniels seems the type.
Well, do you think certain funds were supposed to exchange hands, and she
wasn't doing it for fucking free, obviously.
I know, but that's what he doesn't pay like contractors and stuff. I mean, I could see him saying, "Oh no,
you're gonna pay a porn star." Actually, before you even show up, the porn star has to be paid into their account. I'm pretty sure. So, like I said, I don't even really know why the bribery is going on. I feel like there's a lot of in between the lines that we're not getting. There's more to this trial than just the hush money. Well, it's mostly that he paid her with the contributions from the campaign. Is really the end all be all.
Yeah. Because wasn't that after
but
the
fact?
But
he's such an idiot. It's like she wouldn't ever be able to do another private session if she blabbed her mouth. So, like, I don't know.
There's something there. He wanted something weird or something. I don't know. Something was.
Oh, he's an adult baby that wears a diaper and takes a shit in it all day. I just know it. I just know it in my bones.
I thought it was pee. I thought that's what he was.
No,
thinking.
that's pretty tame now. I'm telling you, he's an adult.
Whoa, really? Really?
Clearly, you don't peruse the hub. You don't know.
Noel's saying he didn't pay her with campaign funds. Wasn't that after the fact? It wasn't the initial payment. It was like,
hush money.
Here's the money to shut up.
Funds.
Was the campaign funds? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the big deal is. So yeah, I'm so confused. Like, Trump steaks. Oh, I missed it, bro. What was that? I have a board game from like the 90s. It's that real estate game.
I think
Donald Trump real estate game.
I thought you said that before. Yeah, that you had that Trump game.
Yeah, I have it, and I wanted us to play it, but like, we don't have family get-togethers anymore, so maybe we'll have to Trump the game. Yes. Well, it's the dumbest game I've ever seen in my life, but it's so much fun.
Had his lawyer take out a mortgage on his house and paid his lawyer back out of pocket. Oh, yeah. So that, again, it wasn't a direct, but yeah. There was still shady stuff going on. No, yeah.
This is what I mean. There's always shady stuff, grifting things going on.
Okay, and I'm glad, you kind of reminded me of a point I wanted to make, Noel. Thank you. It's like, why is it like all these plots of his, everybody who was working for him for these plots does like jail time or something, but never him.
Well, that's how it goes.
I know.
I mean, it took forever for Gotti wandering around in a house caught around New York to actually get the guy.
I mean, I guess they can't prove or something, but I'm just like, if you're acting in the...
If they can't prove a RICO case against Trump, no, that any state attorney is not worth their salt. I'm sorry. It is so easy, plain as day, to get at least a... Listen, we couldn't get Al Capone or anything else but tax evasion. God damn it, we can get Trump on something. Something financially related.
No, the crime is to cover up to subvert the election.
Duh.
Well, one of them, you do.
There's so many, Noel. There's so many.
Again, how many trials are going on?
There was a quote about that. They were like, it's not a crime to influence an election. That's called democracy. Excuse me? Excuse me?
No, you can go out and give speeches, but yeah, don't be calling certain people in certain states and be like, oh yeah, can you find like 20,000 votes? Yeah, no.
Like what? Like I said, what planet is he from?
And that's like that's the stuff they'll blame on the Democrats and be like, oh, all these dead people voted. It's like, that's what he was looking for. He was like, oh yeah, can you find me?
Babes, that's every election ever. You can't look into any election.
No. And again, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I am so over politics because again, it's just like, it's not even
you just don't want to know.
It's not even,
I think America should break up with their president. I think we just need to be single for a while. I think we do better without a president than with one at this time.
But it's like every politician, well, I shouldn't say all, but it's like most of the system is corrupt. Again, these people get paid how much in salary, but then they all retire as millionaires.
They need to make minimum wage, and they need to have the bare minimum Medicaid, and then I bet you they wouldn't be trying to take people's fucking retirement.
Oh yeah. I mean, forget the salary even, but it's
they
like
always vote. They always pass that. No matter what.
If they always had to have the same health care as everyone else, oh yeah, that would be a priority.
Yeah. Meanwhile, our funds go to people who can have free healthcare on our dime. I'm not going to get into
greatest country in the world, but it's like we have the worst
biggest bowl of suckers I ever seen.
The worst healthcare system, yeah.
Well, we're not number one in anything, honestly, except for gun violence. Hooray for us!
Oh God.
Sorry to be a bummer, guys.
Again, I just think back to when I was a kid. It's like, have we ever been number one? Or it's been...
American exceptionalism is the biggest freaking piece of propaganda I've ever seen in my life. Like, thinking about it, like I remember like watching movies and stuff, and like where they like pledge allegiance. Like we didn't have to do that in my school, but I'm like, you make kids stand up in the morning and pledge allegiance. That is propaganda. And the people actually really, I guess, did that, especially like back in the 50s and shit.
And I'm just like, what? The pledge during school?
Yeah,
I did that as a kid. No, that's not even a 50s thing. Yeah, no.
Ew. Yeah, thank you, California, for not being that kind of state. That is wild.
Yeah, no. I mean, why do we play the national anthem before football
well,
games?
Well, that's every country does that. That's a thing. But like,
I know, but that's still weird.
For like 12 years.
I don't know if it was all 12 years, but I know when I was young, at least. Yeah, we did that.
Even worse. That's indoctrination.
I know.
I'm just saying.
Again, it's the same thing as, until the middle 4th grade, I went to Catholic school, and I'm just like,
oh.
You know how much smarter I would be if those first couple of years I hadn't had to spend time memorizing damn prayers.
Oh no!
Like I know,
Catholic school is good for the soul. A nice little beating with the ruler on your knuckles.
Make you stand and stare at a wall. Make you stand and stare at a wall, and if you even breathe too hard, shut up.
Exactly. Memorization is good. It's good for the brain, actually. Maybe not prayers, but memorization in general is good for the brain.
I would have liked, I don't know, maybe to memorize more facts than prayers, perhaps.
What are even facts, though?
I mean, again, teach me history, teach me geography.
History are all lies.
I know, but
geography is subjective. It's just imaginary lines, bud. It's not useful.
Well, not even that. Teach me some science, okay? You could tell me how big the Earth is, although some people don't even believe that. But again,
they don't know anything. Like, I mean, it's all like we're all just kind of floating around.
Oh yeah, I forgot. This little hellfire is a hollow earther. I forgot.
Exactly. Well, science knows some things, but not all things. Like I said, gravity's still just a theory. They can't figure out how quantum mechanics and regular physics works together on a greater level. I'm just saying.
Well, again, I mean, go back far enough. People didn't know how to have indoor plumbing.
Somebody invented geometry. Like people were way smarter back then than they are now. That's all I'm saying. Somebody invented geometry, trigonometry.
That's what I'm saying.
Calculus.
What happened? That's what happened. I'm just like, well, I guess before TV and stuff, no one had nothing to do. So no one had anything to do. So that's when you'd start inventing stuff.
True. Yeah, you had nothing to do.
What did they have to play with in like the 18th century? Rocks? I don't know.
Oh, they had plenty to play with in the 18th century. If you know, you know. Oh, well, actually, that's more the Victorian era and hysterical women and the treatment for hysterical women. Thank you, doctors, for inventing vibrators. I salute you.
Oh, my.
So stupid. This is what I mean. Science is just ridiculous.
Wait a minute.
Look back far enough.
Wait, so the vibrator was invented for hysterical women?
Yes.
The theory of post-nut clarity. Okay. Now that's proven science. Men and women. That's proven science.
It's very true. Need to clear the cobwebs from your brain? I think that's what Trump needed to do before he decided to run for president.
Oh, God, don't give him that excuse. He'll be like, the whole Stormy Daniels thing was like political training or something. Oh, my God.
I don't know. But, it's just sad that, okay, Bill Clinton, okay, yeah, he got his dick sucked in office, so what? But, this is way worse. And we only know because of Linda freaking Tripp. Oh.
That's what.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about the Clinton years.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're definitely gonna. Again, there's so much from the '90s we have to talk about. But I think the biggest problem with Clinton was he was doing it in the Oval Office too.
Best place, safest place to do it. Hello.
Well,
you want him in the back of a limo?
Well, again, Costanza, you're not supposed to do it at work.
It's also his home.
Yeah, but that's more of a public space, though. You can't,
you say so, prude.
Before you get arrested,
oral. Good one, no, you beat me to it.
I'm sure there was probably a porn parody.
The rectory.
I'm sure there was probably a porn parody of that back in the day.
I'm sure. And a chat for Monica Lewinsky, actually, while we're at it.
Oh, yeah.
And then she went on to become a Republican. I don't blame her.
String theory.
If you say so. Sounds stupid to me, really.
Florida.
It just sounds like somebody grasping at straws at that point.
Florida woman strikes again.
But it just sounds like a bunch of baloney.
My string theory, I crochet.
No. Shibari, that's my string theory. Anyhow.
How did I know?
That's about enough.
How did I know this was going to do?
That's Trump. I'm just asking legitimate questions.
Oh, yeah, me
How
too.
did this happen? Why are people so fascinated with him? Like, I feel like like I said, to me, he's not charismatic, but he definitely, like, the people that follow Trump, it feels almost like a cult.
Thank you, Noel. Yes, that's
But, like, oh, well, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand it.
Well,
like,
that's
some cults from the outside,
Yeah.
you can understand it, but, like,
Yeah, I
what
don't
do
get
you
it.
get being part of Trump's inner circle? What do you get?
Well, that's what I don't get it on either side, Republican or Democrat. How do you give your undying allegiance to any politician? If they,
well, don't they make you sign? They make you sign some paperwork, actually.
well,
Couple
yeah,
things you have to sign.
Yeah.
So,
but I'm even talking about just like the voting public. I'm just like, some of these people are just.
The Lululemon lady was not ugly. I'll have you know.
That's the power of the cult leader. They have to be so charismatic to get past their ugliness.
I don't understand.
He's not. But I'm talking about other cult leaders. But no. Again, I told you what it is. He gives voice to the little ugly thoughts that some people have, and he's just like, no, it's okay to think that.
Meanwhile, that's the grift, and he's taking food right out of your mouth.
And plus, he's playing from that time-honored playbook. There's certain points he hits that are always big with certain people, like, oh, hey, the outsider is bad, foreigners are evil, stuff like that. The time, that's been a hit since the dawn of time. Or it's like, why, these people are bad. Wait, you have a problem with your life? Well, blame it on this other person.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that too. No.
Yes, Nazi and fascist playbooks. Yeah. Again,
only because he was grasping at straws for power.
And again, I think that's even older than them. It's the Nazis and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just depressing.
So do we have them?
Tell your mom I'm sorry about Reagan, but like I said, he was good for some people, just not all people.
Oh, my mother had a daughter for this long.
Now, if she wants to talk Nixon is my favorite president. Then we can talk. Tricky, a president named Tricky Dicky. Come on, how could I not?
How to trick idiots in 5 easy steps. Can you send me your notes, Noel? Anyway, yes, kids, subscribe to our Patreon. Buy our merch.
Hope you've enjoyed this raucous, chaotic talk about Trump. Let us know your thoughts on Trump.
Oh,
Do you think he's a cult leader?
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. The YouTube comment section and our emails about to blow up. All right.
I welcome it. And who's on Truth social media? Should I join? Is it interesting? Anything popping off over there?
Who knows? Do you know anyone who's on it? I don't know anyone who's on it.
I'm assuming everybody that was on Parler probably moved over there. So. Parler? It was a time.
All right. Are we done?
Definitely hit them with the drops and we can get the hell out of here.
All right. Well, next time, yes, we're going to go a little lighter because next episode, we're going to talk the Spice Girls because that's an anniversary, right?
Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. And you know what? We can do a Justin Timberlake episode just for Danielle, too.
I ain't doing one until she comes on. I told her I want
Defend your boy! Defend him!
I want you and her to argue boy bands, but she won't come on.
Oh, I can argue boy bands.
Oh, you can argue. Hell, was there something you can't argue? Well, if Hellfire will stab you over favorite foods, it's like, I don't know.
No. As long as you like sushi, it's fine. Kidding. That's not my favorite food.
It's like, no, I won't hurt anyone as long as they agree with me. All right. So, send us your Trump thoughts, your Spice Girls thoughts. Email us, Capes.
As that commercial says, the cinnamon sister.
Oh, jeez.
I'm obsessed with that Uber Eats commercial. Like, you gotta forget something or remember something, and they're like, weren't you in a girl band? Have you seen that one yet?
No.
Because it's like, he says Cinnamon Sisters, Pepper Girls. It's funny. You should find it on YouTube. It's hilarious.
Oh,
it's David Beckham and Victoria.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, so send us your thoughts. Email saltyandpetty69 at
Woo!
gmail.com.
He nailed it, boy!
And again, if you disagree with us, yes, you see the level of maturity here. saltyandpetty69 at gmail.com. Or call the voicemail 614.
We welcome all crazy comments in the YouTube section.
614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And Remember, you can find all things Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network, show or episodes, social media, merchandise. Buy the new merchandise with the new logos on it.
Now with 100% more ampersand.
Braid your day with more ampersand. And again, you can rain random money on us. See the Cash App link as Lilith Hellfire demands.
Make it rain.
And of course the Patreon, where again, this is nothing. Subscribe to the Patreon for uncensored Lilith Hellfire. This is censored Lilith Hellfire. So you can't even imagine. So find it all at tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network.
More vicious and brutal than ever.
I love how the new sell for the Patreon is like, you think she's crazy? Now go subscribe to that Patreon. This bitch is crazy.
It's so crazy.
All right. So anyway, Lilith, well, do you want to say follow you on Facebook?
You can follow me on Facebook. Unlike your grandma, I don't put crazy political postings on. It's just puppies and random thoughts. Announcement incoming, probably.
We're just anxiously waiting for your announcement, Lilith. TikTok.
Yeah, I better hurry up before TikTok's not a thing anymore.
Guess what? I got a new TikTok, but guess what? It's gone.
And it's gone.
And it's gone. All right. You know, it'd be funny if we got more negative mail for the Spice Girls than for Trump.
Somebody's just F the Spice Girls.
Although
then I have to go dox them because how dare you?
Although I thought
they're national treasures.
How dare you? I thought we were going to get a bunch for OJ, but we didn't for OJ. I mean, again,
we got views for OJ.
The views did good on YouTube, but yeah, we really didn't get much feedback.
What can you say about OJ? Like, most people think he did it, and there's not really any interest around that. You know what I mean?
Bigly.